What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing to share with you guys. Before we get started here, just want to let you know that this package was sent to me by Mr. Scott Whittington at USA Made Blade. He had some new knives drop. As you can see by the thumbnail, it is a Hinderer knife, and so of course I was like, I have to get my hands on that. I have to know what that's like. At the beginning of these videos, I'm always like, check out my stuff. But seriously, you guys, if you've not shopped at USA Made Blade, I'll leave a link. If you have never been to USA Made Blade, definitely go check out their website. Hinderer stuff, awesome. Obviously, US made knives. They have an enormous selection, so please check them out. I will still remind you, though, that in the description of my own videos, you can find things like my Amazon store, my merch store, my Patreon, and my sister channel, Silent Complex. So if you're looking for any of that stuff, or you're just looking to satisfy an itch and get your hands on some really cool EDC gear or knives, you can check out something like my Amazon store, where it's all nice and neatly sorted. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this box. So, you guys know, as I've said before, well, in future videos you'll see, there's going to be a bunch of pre-recorded videos where I'm using the Guardian Tactical OTF because I have yet to choose a new unboxing knife. Okay, anyways. So, this is a Hinderer knife that I have, number one, has never been shown on this channel. Number two, that I have personally never handled. And number three is a brand new variation of a previous Hinderer model. I hope I said all that correctly. Anyways, let's just get into it. Oh, goodness. Okay, so this is a Jurassic. I have never handled a Jurassic before. But here's what's special about this Jurassic. This is a new tri-way. So, for anybody who doesn't know, the tri-way pivot system is Rick Hinderer's pivot system that allows for the pivot hardware to be modular. So it comes with nylon, phosphor bronze, and spacers because what's pre-installed is bearings, right? So if you decide you don't want bearings, you can pull the bearings out, put the spacers in, put phosphor bronze on, or put nylon, so you can put whatever you want on there. The Jurassic is a fairly new model from Rick Hinderer, but it is not one up until very recently that had the new tri-way pivot hardware. Everybody likes to call that Gen 6. Gen 6 is a term that actually only applies to the Hinderer XM18 line because they're currently on their 6th generation. The Jurassic tri-way is actually the 2nd generation of Jurassic, so that's confusing, but I know people are like, okay, cool, can you open it? Okay, here we go. Ready? Yep, I love it. Oh my goodness. That's what's so just fantastic about Hinderer knives is that the action, especially on these tri-ways, is so consistent. I know exactly what to expect, regardless of never having actually handled a Jurassic. First thumb flick. Let's see if I want to see if I can get a reverse flick on a Jurassic tri-way. First try. Yep, I can. So there you go. Let's try it with the fingernail. So fingernail's a little harder. When I say that reverse flick, I have two ways of doing it. The meat of my finger and my fingernail. So for the Jurassic, I'm going to tell you guys it's actually easier to use the meat of my finger. Yeah, this is awesome. But here's why. This is what everybody talks about when they talk about Jurassic. The way that it's shaped for your hand, right? And yeah, you guys are wondering, are you going to do a Gen 6 XM18 versus Gen 6 Jurassic video? Yeah, I definitely will. You can see here, it's a little bit shorter than the XM18, but I'll tell you right now, I love the XM18. I love it. Ergonomically, though, the Jurassic has it beat, for sure. By the way, this is a new blade shape, the slicer blade, and these are in 20 CV. So you can get a Jurassic slicer in 20 CV. Anybody who's ever thought, I'd really like to get into Hinderer knives, but I'm not so sure about the ergos, and I'm also really not a big fan of what people complain about up here, the landing zone. Well, the Jurassic solves both problems because you still get the jimping up here, but you get insane ergonomic lines and a much more organic feeling in hand, right? I'll tell you that as the self-proclaimed world's greatest Hinderer fan. I shouldn't say greatest, biggest. Oh, geez, my ego. Oh, man, I love Hinderer knives. This is awesome. Scott, thank you so much. Mr. Whittington, thank you so much for sending this guy my way. Like I said, check out USA Made Blade. They will be the very first link, yes, above my own Amazon store. They'll be the very first link in the description. You can check them out. You can check out the new Triway Jurassics in a bunch of different colors. I know they have blue, black, red, green, some other stuff. I don't know. But yeah, these are awesome. And expect to see a review, full review on this guy very soon, probably within the next week or so. I think that's pretty much it. Did we take a look at the centering? Here's two things we didn't take a look at. Centering, fantastic. Lockup, nice, about 25%. And then this has the Hinderer Modular Backspacer System, or HMBS, but they don't have the lanyard loops. It comes with the standard one, and then the lanyard loop option will be something that you can buy separately alongside. You know, anybody who has never seen the HMBS, it's a modular backspacer that has a whole bunch of different stuff. There's different variants of it. Like they'll have the lanyard loop, and then they have, I think they do like a bottle opener and probably a flathead screwdriver and probably some other stuff. But anyways, yeah, this is set up to be a platform for that. So not a bad Hinderer to start with in terms of my first impressions of this. If somebody were to ask me, like, do you recommend starting with a Jurassic? My first impressions are, yeah, it seems like a knife that wouldn't be a bad one to start with if you've never handled a Hinderer knife. Okay, longest unboxing video ever, 6.5 minutes here. That's gonna be pretty much it today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on this Metal Complex logo right here and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.